Hi everyone, welcome to my Animal Crossing island. For those of you that aren't familiar, Animal Crossing is a video game released by Nintendo in March 2020. The game quickly became a smash hit, and its popularity is largely attributed to its release coinciding with the global COVID-19 pandemic. For many players, Animal Crossing became a virtual escape from quarantine life, allowing you to experience a natural paradise while playing with friends in a safe and soothing environment. As an artist, I came to use Animal Crossing as a digital medium. In this ongoing virtual installation, I use burning cherry blossoms as a metaphor for Asian-targeted hate crimes during COVID-19. Amidst the fire and destruction, I intersperse places of rest, beauty, and mourning. So why burning cherry blossoms? At the beginning of the pandemic, I researched the intersections of disease and racism in order to compile a list of resources for my community. I eventually came across an article about an incident in 1909 when Japan gave the United States a large and generous gift of cherry blossom trees. After discovering that the trees were infected with some kind of disease, they were all destroyed. The trees were incinerated in bonfires by government order. The violent image of burning cherry blossoms haunted me. I wondered, were these trees actually diseased? Or was this a manifestation of fear? To me, these burning cherry blossom trees became a powerful symbol for the violence that Asian and Asian American people experience today due to the pandemic. In my island design, I simulate burning cherry blossom trees by placing hundreds of fires around the island. However, due to the game's programming, the trees cannot actually catch on fire. In my attempt to simulate historical destruction, the restrictions of the game actually force me to explore new narratives. The cherry blossom trees are virtually indestructible. They're fireproof, thus becoming a symbol for resilience. While the cherry blossom trees are able to survive in this hostile environment, it's important to note that resilience alone does not extinguish the fires. This caused me to reflect. While our communities are resilient like these indestructible trees, we are still forced to live under constant stress, fear, and violence. I also contemplate the tone of this game. One of Animal Crossing's central draws as a video game is its inherent cuteness. I often ask myself, is this adorable game actually an appropriate environment to unpack themes as heavy and triggering as racism and hate crimes? I think that in many ways it isn't, but I also think that it can open up new conversations. The game's sanitized and explicitly cute presentation of Asian cultures is revealing of how some non-Asian folks might view us. Our bodies, our cultures, remain a place of fantasy rather than a lived human experience. Whether it's food, cosplay, or video games like Animal Crossing, non-Asian folks can find escape in our cultures while remaining complacent in the hate and violence we face. I want to emphasize that this is an ongoing project. I will continue to explore what the game has to offer as an artistic storytelling medium. As I continue this project, I'm interested in how video games can be activated for collective reflection, mourning, and solidarity in a world we are still waiting to rebuild.